What's up everyone, Seth Miranda here. This is Adorama Rewind and I'm coming to you today from the AdoramaXP Twitch channel setup because I have to run out of here and get over to Vegas for WPPI. So if you want to come to any of my talks, demos, whatever, my schedule will be up on my Twitter page at LastXWitness, or you can find it on my Instagram stories. Or if you're just on the trade show floor and you see me, come say what's up. It'd be great to meet some of you people out there. It's always great to see who the community actually is. Speaking of which, I know Patty Mattis, who watches this channel, will be super excited about this. Nikon Z6 and Z7 owners, you got new firmware 3.0. You're watching me on a Z6 with the new 3.0 firmware right now. Animal autofocus in the 3.0 firmware, as well as some improved tracking, which is pretty great. So you can have your tracking activated from a half shutter release press or the autofocus on button in the back, which is pretty good. You can toggle it on and off just from the buttons instead of having to tap a screen and let it track that way. More Nikon Z lens support, and this is another big deal, is CF Express memory. You have more options out there with ProGrade and Lexar added to the roster of brands that are now supported in the Nikon Z system, which is pretty great. It's also awesome when brands keep on updating firmware even far after the release of the initial camera, because they're just taking care of the people who supported them when they bought the cameras in the first place. And the more you do that, the more they give you. If they can max out a camera more and more and it's just firmware, why not make the people happy and more loyal to a brand, right? Let's talk about some legal issues in the photo world. This Bay Area photographer is facing some legal action from Golden Gate Bridge officials because of some controversy in the photos that he shot. What he's basically saying is that the Golden Gate officials are doing this Google search. They're looking for photos that look like people are standing where they're trespassing to get the shots, and then they're going after them. So what he's also saying on top of that is that he wasn't trespassing, he was at the sign but shooting in that direction. So check this out. I'm going to go to Petapixel's article because they kind of have it more concise. They're saying that they found his images and it looks like he's shooting from an area that's trespassing. He's saying he was shooting in this general direction, and even in the video itself that he put out there, you can see that the sign is right there and you can still shoot in that direction. Pretty much the photographer's name is Bruce Getty, and he's saying that they're just trying to get money out of people. And is this where we're gonna go? They're gonna go through Google, look for images that look like they were shot in a place that's trespassing or some sort of law-breaking scenario, and try to go after them after the fact to try to get money for, you know, fines or whatever else. And then we're gonna have to go through litigation, use resources. Even if they don't have you dead to rights, you still have to spend time away from work or a lawyer or whatever it is to go deal with this matter. Is this where we're going? I kind of remember this from like the graffiti world. It's the only crime you sign your name to is us putting photos out there, kind of like us signing names to things that we might have done out there or what they're assuming we're done. Let me know down below what you think about that. It's kind of, I think he can pretty much prove that he wasn't trespassing. He just took the photo. I'm really curious to see where this lands as far as the final outcome, but I think this is just the beginning. I think that we're going to see a lot of places looking for ways to kind of wrangle in this age of content that we're in right now. Let me know what you think about that down below. I'm really curious about that. So for you Micro Four Thirds people out there, you've got a new lens coming. It is a 60mm 0.95 knocked. Of course, it's going to be great in low light. We're looking at images right here and some really, really shallow depth of field and some blown out bokeh back there. It does come at a price though of about $1,300 American. I think it's only going to be set for shipping in Japan in April. Well, if you have any interest in that, check out the link below. I'm sure there's more of a release schedule on that one. In some quirky gear news, this Nikon Z SL42 camera is being talked about on Kickstarter. It's an interchangeable lens camera, but it takes Fuji Instax mini pack film. So you're looking at a circle of confusion being captured on the film, instant, obviously. It's pretty cool, but it is going to be pretty big. You can see it here. It's kind of got some clunk to it, mainly because it's going to be taking a pack film. But it takes M42 mount lenses, which I think I've seen at like every garage sale ever. There's a million of them out there from over the years of photography. The thing about this though is, if you're going to give money to this on Kickstarter, there is no guarantee you're going to get a camera. It could just go away, so be mindful of that. It is kind of cool. I think early bird is $200. If it does come out to reality, you get one for $200. So let me know what you think about that down below. I think it's cool that we have these options for instant film out there and just like weird cameras in general. I just love weird cameras. I'm going to leave it there for the news. I did want to let you guys know that we still do the live demos, but we do them from me and Dan's studio. So if you go to Adorama TV, which you're watching right now. You can see that Dan just went live with a beauty demo, and he goes over, look at this crazy maze that he's building to control the light. Gets into some weird stuff. You gotta love it. But yeah, so that'll be streaming from off location. You can check that out on Adorama TV on the onset playlist. There's an onset live playlist as well. So there's two onsets, his recorded videos that are like a lesson, maybe like 10-minute long videos. And then there's the 1.5 to 2 hour long live demos. So there's something for everyone there. I know some people like the live better. I know some people want to like concise and bite-sized information. You've got both there right there on Adorama TV. And since I am here on the Twitch setup, I figured I'd let you guys know that Adorama's got some deals on Xbox right now. Let me go over to it. You're looking at like $50 off, as well as around like $200 off for the bundle kits. So check that out if you're in the market for an Xbox. Yeah, right here, $200 off the Jedi Fallen Order 1 terabyte Xbox One X bundle. Ugh. Man, Xbox and their marketing, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, it's kind of confusing. I just want to let you know about that. And if you haven't joined us on Twitch, join us on Twitch, AdoramaXP, twitch.tv/AdoramaXP. We do gaming news every Sunday, 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also do trivia where I give out Adorama gift codes. So you can get some free money off of whatever you order from Adorama.com just by answering some trivia in the chat, or just coming to hang out if you're a video game nerd. Come chill, we'd love to have you. Shout out of the week is gonna go to someone that's been lurking around the comments for a while. She knows who she is. Candy Photo, let's go over to Candy. And she does some really great portrait work out there. She's definitely active, always putting out new work. So go ahead and check out some of her portrait stuff right there on her Instagram. Go give her a follow. And if you see her down in the comments, just say what's up to her. I think it's pretty great how I'm seeing you guys respond to the shout-outs of the week and congratulating each other and commenting on each other and giving each other feedback, because I think it's really easy for us to get our own channels out there, like Instagram or whatever other pages we have, to our friends and people that know us and people that will always hit like and always give you great feedback. But to get new eyes, new perspectives, especially from people that know what they're looking at photographically, always helps elevate. So let's keep the community growing, and I'll get you guys more shout outs every week. I'm gonna leave it there. Question of the week, let me know what you think about trade shows. I'm heading over to WPPI, so it's got that infecting my brain right now. I'm wondering, where do you stand as a community member, as a viewer, as a professional, as a prosumer, as someone just getting into it? What do you find about trade shows that you think are awesome and makes you want to go? What do you think about trade shows that we can cut and lose? There's definitely some like old traditions we don't really need too much anymore, but there's definitely some great things about trade shows, like the community, the actual experience, the face-to-face interactions. Sometimes you don't really get all the perspectives you want because you're surfing at your own perspective online for the tidbits of information that are out there, or watching a live stream. But when you're digesting all the things you're experiencing in person with people around you that also experience it, you get different point of views at once. So that's one way to look at it. Not to mention you get to meet people in the industry that you may have only seen through a screen. There's a lot of reasons about a trade show that are positive, but there's a lot of things that are changing where we're seeing trade shows go away. We're seeing some niche style trade shows kind of grow a little bit. Crowds are funneling into different styles of shows, different philosophies. There's experiences, there's master classes, there's just trade shows to show you what is available out there in an industry. There's some shows that are only for industry and some that are all for civilians. Let me know down below what you take away from trade shows, what you think trade shows need. Do you think we even need them? Write me down below. I will see you down there in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe. We're almost at 1 million subscribers and you guys are 1 in a million. Thank you so much. For now, I'm gonna grab my kit and get over to JFK. I will see you guys later. Peace.